Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Megan. You can call me Meg if you want to, and today's video is going to be a book haul. I recently did my first trip this year to Barnes & Noble, and these are all the books I picked up. I was looking for a specific set of books that I've been wanting for a little while that I didn't want to pick up while I was still in Florida because I would just have to bring them back to New Jersey with me, and I wasn't in a rush to read these at the time because I had my own pile of books there. Anyway, long ramble made short, here are the books that I got. I'm gonna split these books up into like two main categories, the first one being the Grishaverse and the second one being gay books. So first off, let's start with the gay books I picked up. The first one being Nick and Charlie by Alice Oseman. This is one of the novellas that fits into the Heartstopper universe. According to Alice Oseman's website, this novella takes place in between volumes 3 and 4 of the Heartstopper graphic novels, which leads me to the next book that I picked up, and of course that would be Heartstopper volume 5. I hope to God that the volume that I have matches the height of the other ones I have, because I have seen on TikTok that not everyone's volumes of Heartstopper have the same height, and that really bothers them, so I'm hoping this is the same height. If you don't know what Heartstopper is about, it's about the romance between Nick and Charlie. This volume focuses on the time when Nick is about to go off to university. So I feel like that fits in really well with Nick and Charlie. I don't know if that's why they were released kind of within the same time, like within the same year or not, but I'm so excited to read this. I will have to reread volumes 1 through 4 because I have everything just convoluted in my brain, especially after watching the Netflix series. I can't separate what events take place in what volume, so maybe I'll do a reading vlog on that, but I'm really excited that this next volume is out. The last book that I picked up in this gay books category that we have is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I do already have the paperback copy of this book, which I read and loved, but this is a special edition copy, okay? And it has a bonus chapter, so of course I had to pick it up. I will pick up any and every book that Casey McQuiston writes, whether it be special edition, hardcover, paperback, whatever. I love their writing so much, so of course I had to get this. And there's a bonus chapter with this. I don't remember Casey McQuiston ever announcing that this was going to be a special edition, but the cover art inside is just so pretty. I love it. If you don't know what One Last Stop is about, it is about a romance between a girl named August and a girl named Jane. They meet on the subway and quickly come to realize that Jane is stuck in a time loop on the subway, and August spends the story and their romance trying to break Jane out of this time loop because she cannot go anywhere except for on the stops of this subway line. But what I love most about this book is actually the found family aspect of this with the friend group that they come to have, and I love it more than the romance between the two. There's such a wonderful array of characters in this that I wanted to become their friends more than anything. Now, moving on to our Grishaverse section of this haul. I have 2 books here with me, but I actually bought 3. The third one had to be ordered because they didn't have it in stock, so I'll go and pick it up once they call me / email me that it's there for me to pick up. But I just finished reading the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so of course I had to get Demon in the Wood by Leigh Bardugo and Dani Pendergast. This is a graphic novel all about the Darkling's backstory. Now, in Shadow and Bone, the first book in the trilogy, I was right there with Alina, falling for the Darkling's charm, and I was eating it up. I loved the Darkling and Alina together, whatever their relationship was, and then he turned out to be evil, and then I was like, oh, I have to hate you now, but I can't ever hate you fully because you're so charming and also feel for your loneliness. But oof, I think it's what makes him such a great villain that you can't completely hate him, and I love a bad boy. is toxic. I know he's controlling. It's not good. And Mal and Alina, yes, 100%. They should have ended up together, and that's what happened. But I'm so excited to read this because it's, again, it's the Darkling's backstory, and you get to find out about how he came to be, and just, I'm gonna eat up every single second of it. It's definitely gonna be one of the books that I pick up very soon. And the last physical book that I picked up is The Lives of Saints by Leigh Bardugo. This is actually the book, or like prayer book, we're gonna say book because I can't pronounce what it actually is called. Istori Santkia. I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce that, but this is what Alina and David read and reference a lot in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. It has all of the stories of these saints that they worship in the books, so this is just gonna increase the world building for me, and it's also illustrated, which I love. I can't wait to see if like the pictures that I had in my head when I was reading these books match up with what is actually printed in the book. Who knows? I love when authors bring things from the world that they created into our world. I just, ooh, it makes my fandom heart sing. The last book that I bought, I actually don't have with me yet because it had to be ordered. They did not have it in stock for me at Barnes & Noble, but that is the hardcover version of King of Scars. I say hardcover because I had bought the hardcover edition of Rule of Wolves at one of the used bookstores I visited when I went to Hobart Book Village. So I just needed to have the same like style of edition to complete my series, because if I had like a paperback and then a hardcover, or like a hardcover and then paperback, it drives me crazy. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but it drives me insane. I don't know much about the King of Scars and Rule of Wolves duology other than that Nikolai is our main character now, which I love because Nikolai is one of my favorite characters from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. So I'm excited to see where that takes us. Maybe it'll go more into how he runs his kingdom, or maybe it's more about like when he was a privateer, pirate, whatever. Either way, I will read anything and everything that Leigh Bardugo writes in the Grishaverse. It's just, I don't ever want to leave that world, and I don't ever want to have to leave that world. Even just finishing the Shadow and Bone trilogy, I'm pointing this way because it's at my nightstand, but even just finishing that, I was so sad to leave it even for a moment. And I hope that book gets here soon, because right now I don't want to say I have nothing to read, because obviously I have 2 books right there taking place in the same universe, but those are I'm gonna get through those like that, and then I won't be able to read Rule of Wolves until I read King of Stars, so this is the predicament. Anyways guys, that is it for this video. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these books or plan on reading any of these books. If you want to see more of me, all of my social media is linked down below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful morning, noon, night, or day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!